glad you're here today.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm doing great. What brings you here today?
I have test anxiety.
You have test anxiety.
I get really nervous when I'm about to take a test. And the night before, I can't sleep.
Okay. Okay. So you're in school right now?
Yes.
Can you tell me about that?
I go to Rose State College, taking 15 hours. So I get really nervous about my tests because I have a lot of them.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is that are you a new student?
Yes.
So you're a relatively new student and you're having some anxiety
Yes.
about the number of tests that you have or the content of the test?
The content of the test and the frequency of them.
Okay. Okay. Well, tell me what it's like. Describe how you feel when you get anxious about taking these tests.
When I get really anxious about taking a test, I feel like I have difficulty remembering the study guides, and when I start to get overwhelmed, it makes it harder for me to concentrate. And then I work myself up so much that I might have a panic attack or cry. It usually goes away after a couple minutes once I kind of get over the emotion. But initially when I start to think about the fact that I have a test, I get really anxious. And mostly I have trouble concentrating.
Okay. Okay. So after you've taken your test, does anxiety pretty much goes away at that point, or is it just continue on until you see a grade? Is it just for that moment?
It gets better after a test, but it doesn't go away completely until I see the grade.
Okay. And how have your grades been on these tests that you're getting so anxious about?
They've been good. I always end up doing well. I'm just scared to not do well.
Okay. Okay. So explain to me why you think that you have this anxiety. If you're performing well in school, and you're doing okay on your tests, explain to me why you think you might still be having these anxiety issues.
Because I don't study enough. Because I cram the night before a test. So I only retain what I get the night before, so I never go into a test feeling confident because I haven't studied multiple hours like they encourage you to.
Okay. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're aware of what's causing your anxiety. So what do you think you could do to make this better, to help your anxiety?
The obvious answer is to take more time to study, but I generally don't do anything to prevent it the next time around.
Okay.
I just kind of accept that as a study, an attribute to my study.
Okay. Okay. Well, it sounds to me like you understand what's causing your anxiety, and you kind of understand what you could do to make it better. So when is your next test?
Well, I have 4 tests due in 5 days.
You're taking 4 tests in the next 5 days?
Maybe 5 tests.
Wow.
6. I have 6 tests in the next 5 days.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. All right. Well.
Those aren't the anxiety ones, though.
Okay. When do you have? So are those like little quizzes then, or something that you're taking?
I get test anxiety with my on-campus classes.
Oh.
My online classes don't cause me the same anxiety because I'm not pressured by a physical presence, such as a teacher.
Okay.
Or a more serious testing environment.
Okay. have a little bit of time then that we could work on this. So do you think that you would be able to pace your studying a little better for the next Canvas test?
I can make the effort to try.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever tried to do any type of deep breathing exercises or any calming? Is there something that you can do that calms you when you have anxiety?
I have medicine,
You have medicine. Okay.
but I try to meditate, but again, there's a reluctancy to put aside time to meditate, like I'm reluctant to study for a test.
Okay. Okay. Well, it sounds like you might be a good candidate for some therapy that we call systematic desensitization, which is just a series of relaxation and breathing exercises that you can do. And since you're already meditating, your mind and your body might be a little responsive to systematic desensitization. So what I want you to do for homework, what we'll call homework, this week, is to try and pace yourself a little bit with your studying, but also before you take your test on Canvas, when you're getting ready to do that, or when you're thinking about doing it, or when you're getting ready to take a quiz that's causing some anxiety for you, I want you to just try to do some, just kind of breathe in deep, and tell me more, a little bit more about your meditation. What are some things that you do when you're meditating?
I'm still on basic meditation where you focus on your breathing.
Okay, perfect. That goes right along with what I'm suggesting that we might do to help your anxiety a little bit. So I want you to try and just do those couple of things in this next week, and let's see how your online quizzes go that you're getting ready to take. That's a lot of testing there that you're going to have to do. And we'll see if we can help you out for your next Canvas test. So just to kind of restate what we've done here today is that I'm understanding that you are having test anxiety. You're aware that you have it. You are aware that you can do certain things to calm yourself in these situations. And I'm thinking since your grades are good, that you're able to manage your anxiety, and be that with meditation or medication, whichever you choose, that it looks like you have kind of an understanding of what you need to be doing to make this better. And I hope that talking about it has made it a little bit better for you, and you can kind of think in your head of these steps.
Okay.
And try and take them before you take your next online test. And can you meet next week and we'll talk before you have your Canvas test?
Yes.
All right, well, I'm so glad you came to talk to me today, and I'm glad that, did you feel comfortable talking to me about this?
Yes.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming, and good luck on all those tests. That's a lot.
Thanks.
All right, well, I will see you next week then.
Okay.